Hey guys, what's going on? It's DJ here with my bros, Jeremy and Bears.
Hello.
Hey.
Bringing you another weekly recap of this week's The Arrow. Today's episode is called Legends of Yesterday. Roll the recap! A flashback of Carter and Kendra of their lives in ancient Egypt reveals their origins and Vandals. Vandal kills them just before a meteor hits, but they're able to transfer their life force into the Staff of Horus and a blade. Team Flash and Arrow group together in Central City and stay at the Justice Clubhouse outside of the city. Oliver goes to find out if the boy he saw at Jitters with Samantha is his son. Malcolm organizes a meeting with Vandal in hopes to negotiate so that he can protect Thea. Vandal tells Barry and Oliver to hand over Kendra and Carter or he will destroy everything and everyone. Oliver shoots him in the chest with an arrow and Vandal proves to have some form of invulnerability. He gives them 24 hours and walks away. What a badass. The team devises a plan to stop him by taking the staff from him. Carter tries to help Kendra remember everything and she has brief visions of their past. Before they continue with the plan, Oliver asks Barry to help him test a DNA sample revealing Samantha's child is his. William. Felicity walks in as Oliver leaves and presses Barry for the truth. Oliver asks Samantha to have a place in his son's life. She says yes as long as nobody else knows. Felicity confronts Oliver and they have a huge fight with Barry watching. They move forward with the plan despite Oliver not thinking clearly. He tells Diggle, Laurel, and Thea to stay out of it. The plan goes to crap and everyone dies except for Barry. He runs back in time and tries to change the outcome. The second time around, everyone is involved and the gauntlet Cisco fashioned for Barry are outfitted with nth metal, a substance that came from the meteors and could defeat Vandal. Caitlin, Cisco, and Felicity work together on it. Cisco helps Kendra embrace her destiny. They watch a tape from 1975 of Dr. Aldous, who is an expert on Shiera and Carter's story, as well as Vandal, giving them info on how to beat them. They make their second attempt with the whole team there. Diggle gets his ass kicked, Thea gets her ass kicked, Laurel gets her ass kicked, Kendra gets her ass kicked, Carter gets his ass kicked. Oliver and Barry step in and save the day. They are able to grab the staff and use it against Vandal, who turns into ashes. Everyone says their goodbyes. Cisco gives Kendra an nth metal amulet with a tracker. Barry gives Oliver a hug and tells him to be part of his son's life. Oliver goes to see Samantha and she says he can have a relationship with his son as long as he doesn't tell anyone, so he lies to Felicity. Malcolm puts Vandal's remains in a jar and plans to bring him back. Flash X Arrow, Epic, Crypto, boom! Man, that thing kicked it up a notch. What do you guys think? Yeah? One sentence.
Yeah.
The savagery continues with the plot to save Hawk Girl and Hawk Man Guy. That guy.
Man, yeah.
That dude. So, everybody's in Central City. What?
It reminds you of Smallville. No, they like the setting.
Yeah, it does. It did.
It's filmed in Canada, man.
Just a little note. That house that they used was the same house that they used in Supernatural.
Yeah, it was. It's the same thing, man.
That makes sense. I
They're
mean,
in
the
the
sets
same
are right
universe.
next to each other.
Supernatural's in the Flarrowverse. Just kidding.
Supernatural confirmed. Sam and Dean Winchester, no crack.
Supernatural
Constantine.
season 11 confirmed.
Oh, man.
Constantine is cast out.
Oh.
Oh my gosh.
Just from a different Earth? Oh, snap.
Flash and
That was
Arrow
15.
crossover with Supernatural confirmed.
Oh, man.
We just pissed off like 4 different versions of Fandom.
It's our opinions, though. So, we start up the episode in ancient Egypt, the Middle Kingdom, and the skies are red.
Red skies.
reason.
Low tides.
Yeah, and then we're introduced to Prince Khufu. I believe that's his father, yes? At the throne, Ra or something like that. And then the priestess Shiera. I just gotta say, for some reason, the Hawkman mask didn't look right on his head.
No, it was all like lopsided. Weird. I thought it was
He
the only one that
wasn't even
noticed
looking
that.
through the holes.
Yeah, it's like, this is not right. And then the guy next to him is like, you look kind of stupid.
Just take it off. Take it off.
Or just
Yeah.
like, dude, just take it.
Come on, man.
So him and princess or priestess Shiera are like putting on an act apparently because guy with the likes of him is not supposed to be with a girl like her. And then Vandal Savage walks in looking like
Looking like Shrek.
yeah.
Dude, he got super long hair.
Yeah, but he has the staff of Horus there. That's the same thing. Yeah, he's just like, oh yeah, I'm important. And then everybody leaves. And then Shiera and Carter go out in the hall. Is like, oh, do you think I did the act well? And they start making out. And then, do you think that's really the reason why Vandal was like that? Because he liked Shiera and he didn't get the girl?
Yeah, I believe
Yeah.
Oh man. So he did all of that just because he didn't get the booty.
it. Hey man, you gotta do what you gotta do. Play is gonna play.
So, Flash and Arrow team. What are we going to call this? The Flarrow team?
Yeah, Team Flarrow.
Team Flarrow?
Team Flarrow. But it's not quite the Justice League yet. So
Yeah.
we need to downgrade that. What's downgrade of a league?
Club
Justice Club.
Okay, so yeah, the Justice Club bands together and stays at the Supernatural house. It was really weird seeing, like, you know how yesterday we thought it felt like an Arrow episode?
Yeah.
This to me felt like a Flash episode in some
It did.
It's like they flipped it.
Yeah, I think
So-
that's what they're aiming for.
They play the Brady Bunch and they all go pick out their rooms, and seeing everybody like all together is pretty cool. And then they're trying to figure out what it is exactly their tie to Vandal is. Kendra doesn't want to believe anything anyone's saying, or at least what Carter's saying, because what do you guys think about him? I think he just comes off a little too strong.
He can't be bothered, man. He's not there for them. He doesn't want to care. He's got other things to do, like die 207 times.
Exactly.
So he's not like, no, I don't need you guys. It's cool.
He's just
And
trying
then
to hurry the
everybody's like,
process.
yeah. And everybody's like, no, I can't let you do that, Carter, because we're the good guys. I don't know why we're helping you, honestly. We can't figure it out. Why would you want to die for me? He's all like, nah, she my girl, y'all, forever and ever.
Believe it.
Hashtag love or something.
Yeah, hashtag love, forced love. right
Forced
now.
love. No, that's dirty.
It is dirty, but that's how it was. So Skisco
Crisco.
takes her outside. Oh, Crisco.
Yes.
Crisco takes her outside and tries to like talk to her, but then he ends up being the third wheel. That was heartbreaking, man.
This whole episode was heartbreaking.
He was just like, okay, fine, man. I'll be over there doing some push-ups, trying to size them up. And Carter has this box with her helmet in it. And he explains that in every lifetime, either she finds him, or he goes to look for the artifacts himself, and then eventually finds her. And this time, it apparently is not going to be any different from that. And then he tries to, like I said, force love. You know what I'm saying? Tries to make it happen. It's just like, look at the helmet. It's beautiful. Like, I just come out of whatever shell you're hiding in. I'm telling the truth.
Believe it.
But she like, nah, no means no, bruh.
Yeah, no means no. He didn't listen though. He's still
But to
persistent.
him, no means everything. Yes.
In the meantime, Oliver
Creeper.
goes off. Like, he tells Felicity, oh, just I'm a little bit bothered, but you don't need to worry about it. And he goes to see... God, what's her name? Dang it.
Aw, dude. You dropped the ball. Samantha.
Samantha, okay.
There we go.
Samantha, Sandra,
Problem
tomato,
solved.
tomato.
We never forgot, guys.
Yeah, we
It's,
did.
we're gonna have to cut that one out, right?
Yeah.
So he meets with Samantha, and she's about to take William to school. William, we're gonna have to talk about you, William, later. And he's like, that kid looks a little bit like me, and we kind of had a thing like 10 years ago, and he's like 9. So can you tell me what's up? And she's like, I think you should just like stay away. You don't really know what you're talking about. And then she drops. Was that her hat?
His hat.
His hat. He's able to retrieve a piece of hair. Man, he's sly, man. Oliver.
Yeah.
He's sick.
He was trained by ninjas.
Then he gets a call from Malcolm saying to meet him at some shifty warehouse. Wait, that was in Central City, right? Or was that in back at Star City where they met up?
I'm gonna say Central City.
That was in Central City. So Malcolm went all the way back there.
I guess, yeah.
He's like, oh, okay, I want to be included in the trip too.
I want to be relevant to this episode, guys. Everybody else gets. They brought the B team in. Why can't
what?
I be here?
You know what? We should have seen it coming there when he decided to embed himself in it. But you know what? We'll say his reason and then we'll have to talk about him later. But yeah, he brings both Oliver and Barry there and says that they need to make a negotiation with Vandal to stop what's about to happen because he doesn't want Thea to get hurt. That's what he says. And they wait for the guy. Then he shows up. Barry still doesn't trust anybody in the room except for Oliver. And Vandal proved to be even more beastly than what we saw in The Flash, right?
Dude just takes an arrow to the chest. Be like, nah, took an arrow to the knee once. I walked it off.
He said he taught Robin Hood of Locksley how to shoot a bow and arrow.
No.
And then Robin Hood taught him how to not feel pain.
That's intense.
What the freak, man?
Can you imagine this like dude out of time just comes up and be like, hey, I could tell you how to be good at that. Fucking sure, let's do it.
I think we knew that already, right? Why he was around, that he needed to kill them so that he could gain more power. And if they didn't hand Carter and Kendra? Yeah, they didn't hand them over, then he would kill everybody that they knew. Coming from one guy, you wouldn't believe it until you see him take an arrow to the chest, and they're like, I don't know. I don't think we're gonna give them to you. And then he's like, you better, because it's gonna get ugly. And they pretty much stand their ground. Then Barry, like his little comment there. Did you guys catch it?
Yeah. He's like, did you practice that?
Yeah.
In front of a mirror?
Barry was that guy.
Yeah, he was that. Impending danger, and he still cracks a joke or a smart comment.
I don't think he's like phased, because I feel like he thinks that Vandal Savage isn't as much of a bad guy as Zoom to him.
Yeah, I guess it's just different. I guess he's had to deal with like metas and stuff. So then again, he said like they could stop those people because it's science. Oh, and before that, actually, I forgot to mention. Right before Barry got there, he saw himself again. He ghosted, apparently, or quote unquote ghosted. But we'll have to touch back on that later. That's gonna be pretty big. So they regroup back at the house at the, what is this again? The Justice Club?
The Justice Club.
The Justice Clubhouse.
No, that's even more epic.
Yeah, but instead of the we need to change the instrument. It has to be something more like a club-ish.
Yeah.
Okay, that's exactly. Dude, every time we go back to the clubhouse, that's the noise.
Yeah,
okay, yeah, back at the clubhouse, everybody's telling them what Vandal wants, and Cisco's like, let me talk to Kendra because I don't want this to happen. But then, what's his name? Cockblocks again. Carter goes out to talk to her. While that's happening, Barry tells Cisco that he ghosted, and he's like, don't tell me what happens, dude. Don't tell me what happens, because stuff doesn't go right if you do. Then, back out in the outside of the Justice Clubhouse, Carter is able to unlock or help Kendra unlock her abilities. So she spreads her wings and attacks him, and then they're in a very compromising position, and Felicity comes up and she's like, ooh.
What did she even do this episode? What was she even here for?
Okay, you get your chance. Get your chance. I hear the bats, okay? You'll get your chance. Finds them, she calls them in for some reason.
Oh yeah, because the team, Thea, Laurel, and Diggle, Black Driver, they found a tape.
What are they even here for? What do they do?
They found a tape.
Yeah, they found
Fantastic.
a tape.
Well, actually, it actually has something to do with Legends.
That guy is part of Legends. That
Can I say something?
Yeah, go ahead.
This is an Easter egg, but the date, do you see the date?
Yeah.
What year?
52?
1975.
Yes. And do you guys catch it in the Legends trailer?
They're in 1975.
That's one of the first places that they go.
Oh, they tell the dude, be like, hey, I don't know, be cool. You should tell the team Justice Clubhouse that they need to know this.
Yeah.
So that guy's name was Dr. Aldous Boardman. We'll just call him
Aldous
Dumbledore. We'll call him Dr. Aldous Dumbledore, a classics professor at St. Rock University who is an expert on the story of Chihaya/Kendra and Prince Kufi. Kufu in Carter Hall.
I really am fond of Koofy. It's a nice, rich blend.
He knows the origins of... He knows the origins of Vandal as well.
Dude, French blend is the best, Koofy.
I prefer mine with 1 cream, 1 sugar.
I'm looking at a picture right now. How did she do that? That's not possible.
What?
It's a VHS tape, right?
She made the perfect cup of Koofy.
A VHS tape, and she somehow got it to...
Actually, it wasn't a VHS. It was a beta.
Oh, it was a beta. Okay, so Betamax. So how'd she run a Betamax into her laptop?
Well,
I don't see.
There's like a thing at the bottom of the coffee table, the Koofy table.
The Koofy table. I'm not gonna get out of that one, am I?
Nope.
So they all watch it, and Kendra has one of her quote-unquote hunches that she might know something of how to stop Vandal.
Yeah.
Then back at the Central City Police Department, Oliver has the hair tested, and it turns out that William is his son.
Oliver Queen, you are the father.
Dun dun dun. And he's kind of heartbroken a little bit that the lady lied to him. But right when he walks out of the room, like literally right when he walks out.
Yeah, it's so Cuz story how he went out one way and then she came in the other.
There was no other door behind
That's
there.
what I'm saying. Is he like hiding?
Where's he gonna walk to? He went out the window? I'm looking at him.
Yes. Let's go with yes.
I'm looking, and the windows are not even, you can't push them open?
Yeah, that's not even a hallway there. That's just like...
I don't see a door there.
the heck?
This is gonna bother me a bit. Anyways, yeah, right when he walks out to somewhere into the sky.
Yo, sorry, one thing.
What?
Barry was wearing blue.
Oh,
Continue.
okay. We'll talk. Yeah, we'll talk about that. And then he tries to be all okay for the fastest guy alive. Okay, one at the very beginning of the episode when they're going or they're moving into the Justice Clubhouse. He did that. It did the whole Flash. It's like kind of like the Peter Parker thing where he's always late and he's the fastest man alive. Yeah, I liked how they threw that in there. But he did. For a guy that moves so fast, did he really have to do that with a piece of paper in front of her?
He's not good at lying either, man.
Yeah, like he
has been.
He made it so obvious. Of course, he wasn't even moving the rest of his body fast. He was moving his hands fast. Obviously, Felicity would have caught that.
And she already saw him holding the paper. Like what?
Yeah.
What's the
what
point
did
of
you?
doing that?
Yeah, you said earlier that he should have just walked it off and kind of just said,
Yeah.
"Oh, this
She's
was."
like, "What's that? Oh, it's just a file that I needed
not-
to.
yeah.
It's part of a case I'm working on."
Or be smart and do whatever like a normal person would do. Just put it down on the desk, inconspicuously.
Yeah.
Yeah. Instead of shaking it behind your freaking back.
Yeah, and instead he was like, "It's Nanya," and she's like, "Nanya what? Nanya business." And then she's like, "No, it's my business now."
Wow.
None of your business. Mic drop. Boom.
And then she looks at it and she's like, "Oh, he's got some splaining to do." Then we come back to Samantha's house.
Yeah.
Her son is playing with Green Arrow and
No,
was that Green Arrow?
that
Or,
was-
I know it's the
No, it
Flash.
was not.
Captain
It was
Cold.
Flash and Captain Cold.
Oh, okay, Flash and Captain. Oh, he doesn't have. So yeah, he's playing with his toys, and then Oliver walks up, and she's like, "Okay, you gotta go inside, honey." And he's like, "But Flash hasn't saved the city," and she's like, "Get in." And then Oliver and her kind of have like a little, pretty intense talk. He's like, "This is my son. This
That's
is my
my
boy."
boy.
And she tells him the reason why he wasn't able to see him was because his mom paid her off $1 million buckaroos.
That's
Now,
a lot of dang money.
Theoretical question here.
Yeah.
That would be more valid question. Let's say the person that hated you, or not person that hated you, person you despise, gave you a check. Now, you didn't want anything to do with this person in general, but they still give you this check and tell you, we don't want to see you around. Take this money, disappear under a rock.
Yeah.
Goodbye. Now, would you do what she did? Not cash that check because it's an evil person's money and you do not want any of that shit? Or would you cash that money and be like, "Hey, $1 million, let's spend it big, make it rain"?
Okay, I gotta ask this first, okay?
That's a hard question to answer.
Because we came in a bit late and I was a bit in and out of the series up until the 3rd season.
Same.
And I need to catch up on this on Netflix or somewhere.
Fantastic.
But was Oliver's mom really that bad of a person?
No.
Was she shifty?
She did a lot of things to keep her family's integrity intact,
Yeah.
like working with Malcolm or hiding
Him?
Oliver's secrets.
Yeah.
But other than that, no, she wasn't that bad of a person.
She wasn't that bad of a person.
I didn't find anyway.
Okay. So, with that being said, it depends on the person and it depends on the situation. If I was dirt poor, I would think I would have cashed that check. If I was okay in life and I knew this money came from somebody that I didn't really like, but according to what you said, she wasn't really that bad a person. She just made some pretty questionable moves, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
I don't know. I guess it depends how bad that person is. If that person's super bad where people are dropping left and right because this person just wants to protect their name, I probably wouldn't cash that check because I wouldn't feel
Not that bad.
more. Not that bad. Yeah.
She wasn't that bad.
Okay, yeah. So I wouldn't
Dropping by.
cash the check if it was like that. But if she's not that bad of a person, I need money and I don't really like her, yeah, I'll cash it. And if I got a kid too.
I'd cash the check and save it like an Asian would.
You had to bring that into it.
Yep.
That's a tough call. It really is for me. I would like to say I wouldn't take the money, but in reality, that money could do a lot of things, especially if you have a kid. In that situation,
Yeah.
her situation, I would use that money to further that kid.
Yeah.
Kid's position in life. But it looked like she was pretty well off for a single mother.
That's true. He's pretty
I wonder
much
what
so.
she doing. What's she doing?
I'm not touching that one. I got nothing nice to say about that.
She's a pretty girl.
I'm not doing it.
Lives on her own.
Not doing it.
Her son doesn't have a father.
Not doing it.
The house is pretty well kept together.
Not doing it.
Got good taste.
Oh, hey, I got an idea.
Yeah.
Not doing it.
So Oliver's like, I want a relationship with my son. I know he's my son. Please let me do this. And she's like, yes, but you cannot tell anybody about him. And he's like, but I have this person in my life, Felicity. Who gives a crap? This is your son, Oliver. Come on. Felicity, your son. Do the math. He's like, okay, fine. I'm not going to tell her. And he comes back home. Bears, I think this is like, it's getting close. After this scene, you can have your. We'll yell pineapples. We'll give you. We'll give you 2 to 5 minutes. Okay, just straight.
We'll let the pineapples boil.
Yeah. So Oliver's going back. He's distraught. He doesn't know what to do. He needs time to process things. Then Felicity comes and shows him that Pepa, you are the father. Bears, take it away. Rip her to shreds.
Oh my god. Okay, here we go.
Remember, pineapples is a safe word.
So, where does she get off? What the fuck is wrong with this woman? The dude just found out he has a kid, and your only response is me? Why didn't you tell me? Woman, 9 years ago, he got told his kid wasn't around. They're just straight, like, gone. Like,
dead.
Not on this earth anymore.
Yeah.
But he finds out that's not true. Woman's been lying to him for years.
Yeah.
Not his fault. And then, because he wanted to confirm it first, you get all up in his grill for it. Oh, I would have dropped it like it's hot. Right there. No. Oliver, like, I wanted to give him a hug, man. Like,
yeah.
Bro, let's go get some drinks or something. You look like you had a rough day. But no, she's like, oh my god, you didn't tell me anything. Why don't you love me anymore? I thought it was all about me. Smack you in the face.
Round 2.
God, what did she even do? Why was she in this episode? Like, yeah, it's cool. She had a beta player. Like, fantastic. Cisco could have done that with some copper wire and a rubber band and some fucking gum. We didn't need you, woman. Why are you here?
Keep going, Bears. Keep going. Round 3.
Final round.
I don't even know what Laurel was doing in this episode. Like, seriously, why was she here? Why was Diggle here? I mean, yeah, he's a good guy and all. I like Black Driver, but what are you doing here, bro? Go protect the city. Damien Dark is still around. Zoom is still around. Somebody's got to be protecting something. Why are they all in the clubhouse? Why
because
is
they all want to be in the club.
Oh, let's find a daddy. Come check out the clubhouse. That'd be cool.
Now
Cisco has it, bro.
You need the other part for
Who's the last one?
Lightning round.
Thea. I don't want to rag on Thea, but seriously, B-Team, what the fuck are you doing here? You have more important things to do than show up and say hi. What the fuck? They didn't even do anything to the freaking Vandal Savage. They just showed up and just wagged at him. And took a few staff hits off the noggin. They did nothing. Nothing of importance this episode. Caitlin, what the fuck was she doing here, too?
Well, she's part of the Geek Squad.
That's all fine and dandy. Same with the rest of the B Squad, but they had no place in this episode. I understand they wanted to be like, oh yeah, let's get everybody on the screen. It'll be fun. The clubhouse. Yay! Braid each other's hair. It'll be fun. But why? Have them show up, be like, oh yeah, it's a pretty cool place, but thanks for having us stick out. But then you disappear. Fuck off.
Dude, that was a knockout by damn. Moving forward, they devise a plan. Cisco goes to make these gauntlets. Is that what it was?
Yeah.
So they made the gauntlets to be able to hang on to the staff.
Yeah.
And their meeting does not go as planned. They're going to trick Vandal into getting close and nearly killing Carter and Chaera so that they can grab the staff. And he ends up killing everybody.
Yeah.
In that scene.
Everyone literally disintegrated. Like,
yes.
It's so sad seeing that, but I saw the time. I'm like, oh, there's still more time.
What
We gonna save the day.
Yeah.
The only one that got to me though was Oliver Queen.
So we'll go in order of the deaths. Carter died first, right? He gets shanked.
Mm-hmm.
Then Kendra gets shanked, obviously, because she can sprout her wings.
Mm-hmm.
Then Barry got the scepter, right? And oh my gosh, everything just went as bad as you would think it would. He grabbed the light force out of both Kendra and Carter. Then Barry and Oliver holding staff, and then Bears, you can go ahead and tell what happened.
Barry and Oliver holding the staff, and it was a Care Bear stare. It was kind of cool.
Care Bear stare. Nice.
Wait, is that the first or second time?
Yeah,
Yes, first
yeah,
time.
that was right. Yeah.
Oh, and then everything went orange tang. Blue Kool-Aid all over the place. Game over.
Yeah.
It was like an episode of Uh-Oh. I think that was the show.
I think so. So after that, Jeremy, what happens?
He run back in time. time.
Yes.
So he goes back to the same exact spot where they first met Vandal.
So that speed mirage that we saw at the beginning was himself. Like,
Yeah.
seeing that was him. And yeah, exactly.
That wasn't too far in the future. It's crazy.
Yeah, he just went back a whole day, I guess.
Well, last time he did that, it was the same thing, right?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
dude. Vandal said you have exactly 24 hours, and that encounter was 24 hours after. So do you think he could just run, like his fastest right now is running a whole 24 hours?
No, remember he went all the way back and saw his mom.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So-
That was
You're
through.
You're right.
Was that through the power of the device? He was charged by the device to do that by himself. He's only gone back like 24 hours.
Oh, I thought he did that with.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, when he went back in time, that was.
He used the accelerator, right?
Yeah,
I think so. Yeah, you're right.
it was like that whole scene with the explosion thing. Yeah, wormhole.
Okay, so Barry didn't take Cisco's advice again, right? So he comes back. He says, "Don't say what happened so that stuff doesn't go wrong again." And he's like, "Okay, I can't tell you, Oliver. I can't tell you, but I'm gonna tell you anyways." And he says, "You're upset. You and Felicity fought. Did you want to give me a hair sample? Because I think that's what." He's like, "I think you're someone's dad." And then Oliver's like, "Oh damn." That was heavy. And then Oliver talks to Cisco in the morning, and he's like, "You need to grow some balls, man. Talk to your girlfriend. She needs to become hot girl so we don't all die." Cisco's like, "I don't know, man. I don't think we're at the L-bomb stage yet." And then he tosses Carter to the side. It's just like, "Let me talk to her." And then he's the one who helps her
Yeah.
emerge. Dude, that was like an epic speech. He reminded me of Stein right there. That part when Stein was telling him the same thing about his abilities.
Yeah.
Be a man. Do it.
Words
Be
of
a man.
wisdom
Do
by
the right
Cisco.
thing.
Do the right thing.
Then we go back again to when Priestess Shara and Carter Hall, where Prince Khufu were shaking up the bed.
Don't you mean Kufe?
Yeah, Kufi. And Vandal walks through the room and is like, "Whoa, you ain't supposed to be doing that." And you would think that so Vandal's already had some hand-to-hand combat back then, even because even Prince Kufi, yeah, I'm gonna call him that from now on, because he couldn't even handle him. Took them both out easy. He's beating up Carter on the floor. Shara stabs him in the back. Then he takes the knife and stabs Carter. And then then he stabs Jaira. And then I don't know, for some reason that probably my only problem with the episode was that part was super cheesy. I get there in the old times, but that was just really cheesy. I like pictured time after time playing at that part. It's just like, "I will wait for you time after time." And then their souls go into the artifacts that are next to them, which was
but she said she had like a, what do you call it? Like a prayer or saying?
She prayed to Horus to protect their souls.
Yes.
and she put them into the staff and the dagger, and I think those are the two, right? Jeremy, you said there was things on the table, like a
Yeah, I don't think it's of any
in a
importance.
vase, but
There's
I
like
think
3
this is
different statues.
Yeah, I think this is their home decor. Then Kendra's like, "Okay, I think I know how to defeat him. We need to get our hands on all of that." Cisco and Felicity. Okay, see, they kind of get points here. It's mostly Cisco here, but Cisco, Caitlin, and Felicity figure out that there's a substance that was in the comets that hit freaking Egyptian place that they're in back then was called nth metal, and that was the thing that they needed to defeat him.
Yeah, and he also mentioned Sunstone.
Did he say that?
Yes, he did.
Okay, so we'll have to talk about this. Yeah, so we got introduced to nth metal, and you guys know what nth metal is. It's big with their armor, so that they don't get jacked up so much.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they're like, "How are we gonna find that? Oh my gosh, I don't know. It's not like we have a speedster in the house." And Barry just grabs it in about a second, and then they pretty much go about the plan. Just they add the people. Did you really think after that they didn't really need Diggle in them the second time around? I felt like that was why it didn't work the first time. I mean, it was a cuz story moment, but I felt like that was why it didn't work.
Did you see what happened? They all piled out of the truck. I don't know who was driving in the first place, and they got their ass kicked.
I know.
Until Oliver shows up and takes the ass kicking for them. Oliver did the job of all 3 of them.
It was 1 versus 7?
Well, technically 5, because Carter and Kendra didn't do anything.
Oh, they didn't, huh? They just hid in the corner and made out, didn't they?
Yeah.
freaking cheat on Cisco, you bitch. They got their asses kicked, and for some reason, Barry waited for the right moment to grab the staff. He didn't just grab it when he, he has super speed. Why wouldn't he just have gone for it like straight off the bat? He had the thing made out of nth metal. Why?
Because Care Bear's there.
Oh, I see why. Because he wanted to see Laurel suffer. I have this picture right here. She's right underneath Vandal. He's like pinned her to the ground, is about to whack her with it. Then you see him speeding off to the side there. He grabs it and then he tries to harness it, I guess, and use it against Vandal. And this dude was stopping the power with his hands.
He is one mighty bastard.
I thought he would have gone down in like a second. He stopped it. Like he was pushing it back.
Yeah, I feel like he's got some power in him, some of that juice inside him.
Yeah, and then Barry and Barry and Oliver did the father-son Kamehameha there.
Yeah, they did, yo.
Yeah.
No matter what happens, just know that I can't quit you.
You had to throw it in there, huh?
That's not what you do there. You were just winging it, weren't you?
Yeah.
Did you get that, Jeremy?
Yes.
Okay.
Did I?
That was pretty quick, so,
Oh, no. I can't keep up with you guys.
Hey, man. You got to be ready for it. Happens with the Flash.
I did it. I did say it.
I don't know. I didn't understand that. I only got the tip of the joke.
Ha!
So we got the epic. Okay, they obliterate him. He turns to dust, and then we got the epic team assembly. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 minus 2, 5. Okay, yeah, you're right, Bears. I have to count that again just in case. And then they're like, "Yeah, job well done. Let's walk away." They're victorious. Kendra and Carter are free, and she decides to go with him, and that was heartbreaking. I thought she would have chose her own destiny, but no.
It's okay. He's got golden glider. All's good.
Kendra were so good together. How do you guys feel about that?
I'm gonna hate to see you go.
Right before she leaves, she's like, I need to do something more with my life, and he makes the pendant made of nth metal for her.
Yes.
With a tracker so that he can know where
so
exactly
new age.
she's going. Watch that thing have like a monitor in it so that he
what
can
a
see
weirdo.
exactly what I'm doing. Then Barry and Oliver, have this little buddy thing.
Oliver.
He's like, dude, you need to like be in your son's life, and he's like, it's not your business, Barry. And Barry's like, I'm gonna make it my business because I know what's gonna happen. And then he's like, yo, give me a hug, man. He's like, I don't like hugs. And
bro, give me a hug, bro.
He's like, I could just use my super speed and make you hug me. He's like, no, just come. Yeah, he tells Oliver, don't try to. They have like this conversation about not changing things. After all of that, he goes to see Samantha again. The same scene pretty much plays out, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Exactly the same. And then he plays with this kid.
Yay.
He's Captain Cold, and then his son is the Flash, and he's like, I know the Flash. He's like my best friend. And so he's not allowed to tell him that he's his father, but he's allowed to be around. So we'll have to talk about that. Do you think he might be a name in the death list now? His son?
That's a good question.
Or maybe his son's mother?
It's very possible.
Okay, we'll talk about that.
Extend the story a bit, yeah. Could happen. I agree.
So we get back to the apartment. Oliver and he lies to her, I guess, because he's like, I'm just gonna stay here with you, but he's gonna be visiting his child on the weekends. That is definitely not gonna end well. Then we get frickin' Malcolm.
He needs that crack.
MVP, All-Star Award, best player of the game.
Yeah, he just juked everyone.
Not really, he's a douchebag.
He's a lovable douchebag.
No, he was pretty unlovable this episode.
Yeah, so what
you
he
think
does...
He lied, right?
Yeah,
he's like, I don't know who this Vandal Savage is, but I really do know because I want his ashes and I'm gonna sniff it like crack.
Yeah, and I'm a fan of his poetry because I know every single line he said right before he died.
Yeah.
Like, after all that monologuing, the epicness, he's like, you owe me one, bud. Puts him in a jar. Episode of Arrow, complete. Crossover, complete.
Another successful one. We did it, boys.
Yeah. So, action scenes, yes. All of it was good. I felt like there was a lot more
pineapples,
action.
5 minutes, pineapples.
Okay, I thought this was a good one.
It was a great one. I liked it.
I love the crossovers all the time, every time.
Yeah.
Every crossover is amazing.
Yes.
So, Easter eggs.
The tape?
Yeah.
Was...
The tape,
Yeah.
the
Okay,
year.
so we got that guy from Legends.
Is the nth metal and the sunstone?
Well, yes. Yeah, Nth Metal is going to be playing a big part for them in the future. I'm sure Cisco's gonna fashion their armor with it, because he's made everyone's suit, right? Pretty much.
Yeah.
On these shows.
Yeah.
Sunstone, Matrix, you said.
Yeah.
That has something to do with like Superman and stuff like that.
What else?
Indiana Jones references.
Yeah.
Geek Squad.
Best Buy, Geek Squad. Horus, we'll just say Horus because like he's a big thing. I'm sure he's gonna play into that later. So, with that being said, what about theories? What's to come? What did you get in your preview?
I didn't have a preview for some reason. This has been a weird trend that I'm not fond of.
I don't think we had one. We had a Flash one for next.
We had a
week.
Flash one, yeah. I guess we could say that now because
I guess, because
so we have. You didn't get anything like that during the episode?
Nah.
it's a Christmas special, I guess you could say.
Trickster, Mark Martin, and Captain Cold.
Yeah.
So basically the Rogues are back together, and it's Mark Hamill, not his son, and they kidnap Barry and Patty, or the Flash and Patty. So maybe.
He's just like, Barry, do you want to roast some chestnuts?
I think he said something along those lines.
Yeah.
Actually, So she's kidnapped. She's wearing a onesie. Looks like a good time.
Christmas time.
Pushing the story forward with his son William. What do you think that's gonna, death list time? I guess.
Death list.
Yeah, death list. Who we have on here right now?
Well, potential candidates still are Felicity, Thea, and apparently now Samantha.
Yeah, and all three of them.
They could work.
Yeah, all three of them could work because and I'm saying that could also no, because we know that we're gonna get some version of Connor
that makes sense. That scene where Barry and Oliver at the cemetery.
Yeah.
Like, people have been saying, if you were crying a lot, it would be someone very close to him, but he wasn't really as, like, super sad.
But he's pretty sad.
So it could
Yeah,
be
he was
like...
sad, but he was crying more, like, not knowing that that lady was keeping his son from him. So
What if it was Samantha, and then he's just like...
He's just really sad that his son doesn't.
Because Barry doesn't know who she is.
What if it's William?
If it was William, that would really suck.
But I feel like it is the... What do you call it? 'Cause I heard, like, a she. That word.
Did you?
She. Yeah,
Well,
when
if
they're
that
talking.
is, it could be, and then maybe that will push forward.
And Barry's like, sorry, I didn't really know her that well.
Well, like I'm saying, if it was her, right?
Yeah.
And we know that the person in the Legends of Tomorrow is not gonna be Connor Hawk. What if it's William Hawk?
Well, his last
Or
name...
William, whatever. William something.
Clayton.
Clayton.
William
Okay,
Clayton.
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 What if his mom dies, and because of that, like, you know how it ripples time and all this stuff?
Yes.
What if it does that for him? Like, what if that's what sets him up for some reality for him to pick up that mantle? His mother dying.
Very interesting.
And Damien wasn't there this episode. That kind of
My question is, where the heck was Adam?
vacationing.
Okay.
Doing the right thing, protecting his freaking city.
Good.
Oh yeah,
Answer.
there we go, Bears.
Good answer.
Everybody could have. Okay, so everybody could have a fun time at the clubhouse, but Adam, huh? That's not
Yeah.
fair. I see
Oh,
where you're
he's
coming
being
from.
responsible.
Damien Dark was nowhere to be seen.
Yeah.
I was wondering, do you think that Malcolm, Damien, and whatever? Imagine that team up now. Malcolm, Damien, Zoom, Vandal.
That's gonna be like season 5
That's like a
Flash.
society of supervillains right there.
Yeah.
Do you think he's gonna drop the ashes into the pit?
The broken pit.
Yeah, the broken pit. Maybe he restored it. He called
Oh
it a
yeah,
contractor.
what if that is the way they restore it?
Put an immortal in it?
Yeah, and then they all, Zoom, Vandal, Malcolm, and Damien, they all take a bath together in the pit. They replenish their souls. They can't quit each other.
Wow. I don't even know what to say to that.
Oh my god.
Then they'll be the 4 immortals.
We're the
four best friends that anyone
friends
can have.
anyone can have.
And we'll never, ever, ever,
Ever
Quit
leave.
each other.
Oh man, you just push forward this weird square, this love square between 4 of the most notorious villains. So that's pretty much our theories, right?
That's
okay,
perfect.
so what do you guys rate this episode?
I'm gonna give this 7v1 brawl me, bro.
Nice.
Or actually, no.
No, don't change it. That's good.
No. I got this one. You're a wizard, Barry. I got the perfect picture too. He was holding it perfectly.
I'm going to be a soul.
I got it. That's mine. You're a wizard, Barry.
I get it. I give it a unlimited membership into the Justice League Club. A Justice Club. Shit. Oh, theme song.
I'm gonna rate this one a Skyrocks.
Yeah.
Up a bunch of non-main characters.
Justice Club.
Justice Club.
Justice Club.
So, with that being said, you guys go leave your comments down below on what you thought about this two-part
Crossover
story
event.
arc crossover event.
Leave
a
your
like
theories. Yeah, leave your theories on
what's to come.
what's to come, who you think is going to be on the death list.
Jump on over to my channel. Check out Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., where we talk about that. And don't forget to check out the movie pilot post that's going to be going up soon. Probably before this. I'm not even entirely sure, I guess.
Yeah.
And I want you guys to put up the hashtag Koofy.
Yes! Everyone hashtag Koofy.
Hashtag Koofy, hashtag Justice Club.
Yeah.
Yes!
The hashtag those and tell us how you take your Koofy.
See you guys in the next one.
Bye!
Justice Club!
Okay, one sugar.
The extra.